Hi, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Sandra Benson, and today I'm here with Karen Ryan, President of the Realtors Association. Hello, Karen. How are you today?
Great, Sandy. Thanks
Good,
for having me.
good. Happy to have you. And I think probably, any one of us in this area, regionally, we'd love to hear some terrific news about real estate and what's going on, and maybe an upturn in the market, or actually what's going on. So I'm going to let you give us an idea of what's happening.
Well, I do have good news to report for the first time in quite a while. Pending sales over last year are up 14%.
Okay.
So that's some good news to report.
That is great news, actually.
Yeah, but it depends in this market who you are, so how you interpret the market. Home sellers, still it's going to be a little bit of a struggle with home prices for a bit. Home prices are down overall in the market 12% since last year, but a lot of that has to do with villa sales.
Okay, explain that, I guess elaborate on that a little bit for me.
Single-family homes are down just 7% since last year.
Okay, so you're saying that maybe where they were appraised at maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they're down about 7%? Is that
how we really base ours on market value, on what things are actually selling for, the closed prices. Okay, gotcha. So, when you take into account the villa market, villas are down 19% in sales prices.
That's quite a drop.
Right.
Yeah.
And each community is different.
Okay.
So where you have higher end homes, we're experiencing a little bit of a larger drop in overall closed prices.
Okay.
But some markets like Sun City, Hilton Head Plantation have been robust.
Oh, that's
and those home prices are remaining stable.
Okay.
In some cases, some are even experiencing little rises in home prices. So, the smart buyers today are seeing that we are at the bottom, and that's what's prompting this pending sales increase.
So it is a good idea if you are a home buyer right now, or I should say if you're in the market to buy a home, this is a great time, if I'm not mistaken, to look and be looking for a good deal.
It's a great time to buy. Not only because of home prices, some fantastic deals. Since really 1999, some of the home prices have gone back to before 2000. So the home prices are great right now for buyers, but the interest rates are as low as they have been historically in 40 years.
Wow.
So we have 30-year fixed rates. There are 30-year fixed rates out there for 4.7, 4.8% right now on average.
Do you foresee that as staying for a little while? Do you think those interest rates are set for a little, another year, another 2 years, or is it difficult to say right now?
It's very difficult to say. Some analysts are saying that it should rise over the next few months, some interest rates. So without a crystal ball, it's very hard to predict. But I would say, anyone who has even contemplated buying a home, they should really move right now. Right. This is the time.
Some of the things that I've read that may or may not be actually correct, and you would know better than I, as far as going for a bank loan, I see where a lot of people are trying to do cash sales because it is difficult without crystal clear credit to get a bank loan anymore, and that may or may not be correct. I'm not sure.
It's not as difficult as some people perceive. It is, yes, it's much more stringent than it was 3-4 years ago, certainly. But some of those criteria, they really needed to be a little tougher.
Right.
And so we're really looking at some credit. The credit rating needs to be about 610 and above to qualify for FHA.
Well, that's actually not too bad then.
Fannie Mae, but your better interest rates are going to be at 700, in that range or above.
Right.
So
the association itself, I guess, what is the actual mission of the Realtors Association?
Our mission is home ownership, to keep people in homes, to really to be the voice of real estate in our community. A lot of times people look at what's happening in real estate from looking on the Today Show or the morning shows, and they don't realize that it's all real estate is regional. It's you can't look at the national trends and try to predict what's happening in our area. We've always had a really healthy economy in terms of real estate compared to the national average. And I think it's because we really are a desirable destination.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I see where people still are looking to come down to the south, and you know, it's a we have a very mild climate. You know, we still I think we still see a little bit of the change of the seasons, and you know, obviously the water is a you know, huge perk for a lot of people.
Huge draw. And we're still, you know, the baby boomers expected to retire. North and South Carolina is the destination that the East Coast boomers are looking to retire to. Not so much Florida anymore. They're seeing our area and the benefits of our area.
And the beauty of our area, really.
Of our area. So
it's fabulous. With the association, I guess when people, you were saying the pricing is a little difficult for the houses, or people understanding what the prices should be if they are trying to sell their homes. Are you able to help with that at all, Karen?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
A professional realtor really can help when you're pricing your home, and I highly recommend getting a realtor involved. To talk to you about what your home price should be. That is the critical factor in putting your house on the market. There are some things that a homeowner can do to put their house in the best possible light. I would always recommend, you know, talking to your realtor about those things, the steps that you need to take, such as decluttering, maybe painting, making your front door more attractive, those things that you can control. But if you put your house in the best possible condition, the only other thing that you can control is the pricing. And if you price your house correctly, it will sell in this market. It just must be priced right today to sell. Because the pending sales number, the increase in pending sales, has a lot to do with homeowners realizing they need to be at the right price to sell. And when you are pricing them, I'm assuming you're pricing them within you're doing comparables either in the area or just comparables with the actual home when you're trying to price the house for sale. It has to be priced on actual sales, not on what your neighbor is asking for the home, so it can't be priced on other competitive listings. It needs to be priced, you know, based on what other like properties have sold. Similar view, similar condition of the home. And that's why you need an experienced agent to help you with that.
And how do they get a hold of the Realtors Association?
Realtors Association can be reached online, HHRealator.com, or you can call the association if a consumer has a question.
So they can even just ask questions, or
or
get information, just from a phone call. They don't have to necessarily sign up for anything or have somebody come to the house. That would be their first steps, is just making the phone call. If
they want comparative data, if they want information really on trends, and they can go to the MLS, the Hilton Head MLS as well. And their website, they have a consumer website as well. It's HiltonHeadMLS.com. And so you can do searches on your own. You can find out what open houses are available right on Hilton Head MLS.
Terrific. Well, Karen, thank you for being with us. And Karen Ryan, president of the